Good morning. We will start the session 3 on synthetic fibers and plastics. This will be the last session on the chapter synthetic fibers and plastics. So in our previous class, we understood what are synthetic fibers. We understood different types of synthetic fibers, that is rayon, nylon, polyester and acrylic. We understood that rayon is termed as an artificial silk and acrylic is termed as an artificial wool. Then we also studied another type of a synthetic fiber, that is artificial one, which is nothing but a plastic. So plastic is also termed as a synthetic fiber. We understood two different types of plastic, or how we classified plastic in two different types. One is thermoplastic and another was thermosetting plastic. So what is thermoplastics? Plastics which can be remolded, reshaped, or with the desired color and size it can be given. It can be again and again, we can remold them. Such a type of plastic is called as a thermoplastics. Example, PVC and polythene, right? Under thermosetting plastics, we studied that plastics is once molded only once and given a shape and a desired color, again we cannot remold it. Whatever shape, color and size we wanted, it can be only done at once in the beginning. Later we cannot remold it. Such a plastic is called as thermosetting plastics, right? So as we also discussed that any material, synthetic material or natural material, whichever is available to us on earth, always will have its disadvantages and as well as its advantages. So in today's class, let us study about characteristics of plastics. That is, we will discuss both the positive and negative aspects of using plastics. Let us first discuss about the positive aspects. So what are the positive aspects? Plastics are light in weight. Yes, plastics are very light. See, now basically we have chairs, other things, most of your boxes, bottles made out of plastic, right? The only thing, because it is light in weight, easy to carry and transport sometimes. It is durable. Yes, it is durable since it is rough and tough. We can use it anyhow. Lower price. We just get plastics at a throwaway price compared to other materials what we use. Non-reactive. Non-reactive in the sense, plastic bottles are used to store many chemical substances which we use in our home sometimes, laboratories, etc. Now for example, we have so many, we buy toilet cleaners, bathroom cleaners, right? They all come in plastic, only that because they are non-reactive as well as non-corrosive. So we use it in a plastic. Plastics are poor conductor of heat and electricity. Since plastics are poor conductor of heat and electricity, they are used in electric switches as well as in insulation covering, right? Next, so a few other aspects if you go to see, buckets. So buckets are always made in plastics, or we usually not only plastics, buckets are also available in different materials, steel, brass, etc. But still we prefer buckets made out of plastic because again the first point, lightweight. True, because when we fill water in that, and if you have a steel bucket, it is very, it becomes difficult for you to lift the bucket, right? Or to carry it from one place to another. So lightweight, that is why buckets are made out of plastic. Second, it is durable. So third, lower price. So all these three aspects when we check, buckets are made out of plastics, what we use it in our day-to-day life. Next is, now electric switches are made out of bakelite, we say. Again the one point what I use here is, plastics are poor conductor of heat and electricity. That is why they are used in making electric switches. Cooker handles, tawa handles, pan handles, all these things are made out of bakelite, a type of thermosetting plastic, right? Next one, melamine is used in making crockery. Now melamine is also a type of thermosetting plastic. Now melamine plates are used in our kitchen, right? Or in the crockery materials. Why can't we use glass instead of that? Again, melamine plates of crockery when we talk about? Lightweight, durable in the sense we can use it rough and tough. Accidentally if you drop it, they do not break, and lower price compared to glass. So melamine is used in crockery, that is melamine plates are used in crockery, kitchenware. They are also used in flame resistant uniform, that is fire resistant uniform, as they are poor conductor. Next, non-stick coating. So we all have non-stick tawas or utensils at home, right? So it has a particular coating on them. So if you have seen while cooking food, when you pour oil in that container, so oil starts floating, or very less amount of oil is required to cook food or the food which is cooked in melamine container or melamine tawa or any utensils, right? That's only because a non-stick coating or all non-stick coating, there is a type of a plastic only what we can tell, that is nothing but a Teflon. So we don't call that as a plastic, but it is a Teflon coating we say. Now there are many discrepancies saying that Teflon coating is good, Teflon coating is not good. So about that we are not discussing here. Let us only know that all non-stick coating has a coating on its surface of the vessel or a utensil, which is nothing but a Teflon. At the last, insulation. As I told you, since it's a poor conductor of heat and electricity, we use it in insulating the wires. Now the wires what you see, all other wires are in the pipes, or it is what you can say is you cannot see them, right? But since there are few wires which comes from the tube light or from any of the line, what you see that is those wires, copper wires, are not seen. How is it done? They are insulated with a plastic kind of a material what we see. According to us it is a plastic material, but that is actually PVC, which is used for insulation, right? Because poor conductor of heat and electricity. It is used in insulating and covering of many wires. So these are so many positive aspects of plastic. Now let us move on to the negative aspects of plastics. Plastics are non-biodegradable. So before that, let us first understand what is biodegradable and non-biodegradable. So when we talk about biodegradable, that means the materials are degraded in the earth's crust biologically with some worms, this etc. Non-biodegradable, things which do not decompose, which do not degrade in the earth's crust. Several millions of years also, plastics remain the same. That is why biodegradable. Now that is why there are many things which is going on. Stop using plastic, say no to plastics, right? Because they cause pollution. Now pollution in what way? Burning of plastics causes air pollution because it releases so many toxic gases into the atmosphere. Since that is what? They are non-biodegradable, they do not decompose. Animals in water tend to eat plastics. They say now, suppose in example, if there are 100 fishes in water, like 90 to 95% of fishes have consumed plastics, right? That means pollution of plastic is reached to that level. Next part what I can say, recently there are many advertisements coming on the TV. If you have seen a cow eating a plastic, correct? So everybody tries talking to cow, telling that cow, please throw that plastic, but the cow doesn't listen. So next what happens? One person comes and offers the cow some vegetables. So at that point of time, the cow throws the plastic. Just imagine how hazardous it will be for the animals when they consume this plastic. That can be choking sometimes. It can be even life-taking situation sometimes, right? So they cause pollution since they do not decompose. It's a harm for humans as well as animals also. So these are the negative aspects of plastic. Now since there are negative aspects of plastic, how to prevent them? How to control them? So we have 5 R's to prevent the use of plastics, what we can say. Now what are those? Refuse, reduce, reuse, repurpose and recycle. Now what do you mean by this? refuse. Refuse using plastics or say no to plastics. Now carry your own cloth bag, jute bag, cotton bag wherever you go to market to buy vegetables, groceries, etc. Right? Rather, sometimes we go to restaurant or any places to get the food back, right? So what best we can do, instead of getting the food in the plastic container, carry your own box instead of buying it in a plastic container. That is how we are saying no to plastic. Reduce the use of plastic. Refuse the use of plastic. Again, same thing comes under reduction also. Once we start refusing the plastic, you are reducing the use of plastic. Instead of plastic bottles, containers, try using other alternative. For example, instead of drinking or carrying water in plastic bottles, carry water in steel bottles, right? Carry your tiffin boxes in steel boxes instead of plastic boxes. Reduce the use of plastic wherever possible. Next, reuse it. Try to reuse it. Now, since sometimes not all plastic things, materials what we have, I am telling to reuse it. Some plastic bottles or some plastic containers can be used for any other purposes. So, try to reuse it wherever possible. Where it could be done? This I can correlate with this word repurpose. Now, reuse, when I am talking about, even repurpose comes into that. For example, nowadays with the newer technology, instead of wasting things, materials are being created by using things which are waste. For example, instead of using cement bricks, plastic bottles were used in building up a compound wall or something, right? That is repurpose, innovating something, making use of the material which was not in use. You can, if you have bigger plastic bottles at home, you can cut that, put some soil or something, and you can start growing plants in that. So similarly, whatever, reuse it in the sequence of repurposing it. That means by using latest technology, something out of waste or waste, creating some resourceful thing out of waste thing. Last is recycle. Try using the materials which can be recycled. Nowadays in market, we are also getting polythene covers which can be recycled, right? Try using the materials which can be recycled. Now, since plastic you cannot recycle it, that is why avoid using plastic. So, these are the ways how we can prevent using plastic. It is not that we can bring a full stop to using of a plastic, right? But wherever possible, whatever best can be done, there we can stop minimizing it. Now see, when we go to a shop, asking the shopkeeper to give a carry bag or a polythene bag, we can carry our own bags. So that is one thing what we are looking for here. So this is about the chapter synthetic fibers and plastics, where we understood what are synthetic fibers, man-made as well as naturally, that is man-made in the sense artificial fibers as well as natural fibers. How are they useful to us, both in positive aspects as well as negative aspects? So in today's class, if you have any doubt, you can call on the same day of the video set. Thank you.